Hey y'all, just want to make a quick video to tell people about these new weapon banners and some of the benefits for both. When it comes to the banner that's currently out as part of Venti's weapon banner, we've got the Elegy for the end and the Skyward Blade. Additionally, we've got the new 4-star weapon, the Alley Flash, which is a limited time item. In my opinion, the Elegy for the end is a decent weapon as a 5-star weapon, but I don't think this banner overall is really worth pulling on, because unlike Hu Tao's Staff of Homa, which is a seriously broken power creeped weapon, Elegy for the end doesn't offer you the same amount of benefit as that other particular weapon. So I think you're going to get a lot more for your investment on the weapon banner if you wait for something that's just a little bit better than this. When it comes to the 4-star weapon, the Alley Flash, this weapon is incredibly good. The increase to damage is more benefit than having an attack bonus, because that's all damage covered. So this could be really good for somebody like Xingqiu or Zinshou, because it will help with many different aspects that you'd be looking for when it comes to the added damage modifiers and the elemental mastery to help with the reactions. So this is a great sword. It's just unfortunate in that it's a limited time item and that it's also part of a banner where the 5-star weapon choices aren't the best. Skyward Blade is a one-handed sword that works incredibly well for Bennett and is Bennett's best in slot weapon. That being said, again, it's not a completely necessary thing to pull on. And overall, as I've stated before, the weapon banners in general are kind of a trap. It's really wasteful because you're not guaranteed any particular weapon. Every 80 pulls, you get a 75% rate up chance for one of 2 of these weapons, which is not terrible if both weapons featured are decent and you don't have either. Case in point, the Staff of Homa and Wolf's Gravestone banner was very good if you didn't have either, and the 4-star weapons in that banner weren't that bad either. So that's what I would say about this particular banner. Is it worth it? I don't really think so. Are you a whale and just want to get everything anyways? Go for it, by all means, but I don't really think it's that beneficial. If we go to the new banner that's coming out soon and take a look at that one, this will be released with Child's rerun banner. And these weapons, we have the Skyward Harp, the Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds, and the 4-star weapons along with the Alley Hunter. Now, I don't know if the Alley Hunter has information on here. That won't be available until this is released, but this banner has some pretty good 4-star weapons with the Sacrificial and Favonius weapons here. The Skyward Harp is definitely a great weapon. The Lost Prayer to the Sacred Wind is also a very good catalyst weapon. So these are 2 very great weapons, but they're old. They're older weapons, and knowing the track of this game, I've seen that the further we get along with the game status, the more broken the recent weapons have been, and the more they kind of outclass older weapons. So just like how the Primordial Jade Spear and the Vortex Vanquisher are completely outclassed by the Staff of Homa, soon enough I expect the Skyward Harp and Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds to eventually be outclassed by newer weapons. So if you don't have anything for your weapons, this could be okay to pull on. But again, like I think if you're a very light spender, it's not really worth pulling on the weapon banners altogether, because you can get a lot of great 4-star weapons for all of your units that will suffice you through all of the content in the game. If you don't mind spending your resources to pull some weapons, if you would rather take a chance on getting some 5-star weapons over more characters, then it could be worth it. This Lost Prayer to the Sacred Wind is the best in slot weapon for Klee, and the Skyward Harp is the best in slot weapon for Tartaglia. So if you pull Tartaglia and you're trying to get a Skyward Harp, just know, again, that there's no guarantee that you're going to get it. You have 80 pulls on the banner before you're guaranteed one of the rate up weapons. One of the rate up weapons after Pity. Because the first 80 pulls, you have a 75% chance of it being one of these two weapons. After that Pity, if you miss the 50-50 Pity, which is really 75% Pity, so to speak, of one of two, then you'll get a guaranteed rate up of one of these. But you could get 5 to 10 Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds before you even get one Skyward Harp if you're pulling specifically for one weapon for a single character. If you're trying to do that, it is absolutely a complete trap and not worth your time or resources. If you don't mind taking the chance and you don't mind either weapon, then it's not as bad of a waste in your resources, you know. But again, I just want to state that these will probably be outclassed pretty soon. So you're pulling on weapons that are, you know, older and might not be necessary soon. Now, the Alley Hunter. The Alley Hunter is very similar to the Black Flash in that it has the damage modifiers. I can't pull up more information from it here directly, but what it does is that you get a damage modifier every time your character is off the field. For a certain amount of percentage of seconds that your character is off field, the rate up in damage goes up on the Alley Flash. And then when you put the character back on field for 4 seconds, that character has a massive boost in their damage output. And that is perfect for support characters like Fischl and Venti. So that Alley Hunter bow, which is a limited time bow only to this banner, is very, very good. And, you know, if you're looking for something like that, it could be worth pulling on for the Alley Hunter, because that is a great, great weapon. So, you know, that's my thoughts on these two banners. I think overall, weapon banners are a trap and not really worth it unless you don't mind pulling either or of the weapons and you want some of the 4-star weapons to get more refinement ranks or what have you. But overall, I think you're always better off investing all of your resources into the limited rate up banner characters, because it's so expensive to get more characters in this game, and you need quite a bit of characters to get more utility in your teams, or you want to get more constellations for your 4-stars. When you do this and you invest into these banners, it really takes away from what you're going to get from the benefits with the character banners. And just in case anybody else wasn't aware, do not ever spend your resources on these standard wish banners, because that is something you only want to use with the acquaint fates that you're given through the game, whether that's the BP pass, leveling up characters, or other means. You never want to spend your resources directly on this banner, because it's a complete waste of money. It is not worth it. Don't do it. Don't stop it, go. Just directly pass and just leave it alone. Trust me. You're always going to benefit far more from pulling on the event limited rate up banners. And the other issue with this is that you're not even guaranteed a character or a weapon. And the only characters and weapons in this banner are all of the starting character and weapons, which, aside from Diluc, you know, aren't the strongest. You know, but over time, pulling on this banner with resources you accumulate throughout the game, you'll probably get some decent pulls out of this and build up some inventory, whether that be weapons or characters. Either or. I personally have pulled Mona once and 2 Deluxe from the standard Wish banner. So that's all my thoughts today on this video. If you guys like it, please leave a like and subscribe for more similar content, and leave a comment and let me know what you think, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks.